Morning, guys. Welcome back to Wola Zabierzowska for episode number 6 of the Triple Threat Challenge created by Zorch Farming. Look, beautiful morning, 9 o'clock, 1st of December, very dark still. We're not going to have much to do apart from a couple of contracts, I think. It's that time of the year. So, since I left you the last time, a couple of changes, a lot of money gone. Where's it gone? Anything new around here? Nothing you can see around here. I'll bring you around and I'll show you what's going on. Couple of changes on the farm. We have a new bale storage shed gone down to store our hay bales. That's a stone pack. It's only $6,000. It's not that expensive. We have a pen. What's in the pen? I'll show you now in a minute. A few trees gone down just to decorate around here. Water point for water. We need that. That's the bale outtake, intake. We have bought an I for Williams trailer. I wanted one of these. I really did want one of these when I first seen they came out there about 2 weeks ago. I think the mod came out. They're synonymous on the roads of Ireland. You see them everywhere. And I just wanted one. That was it. Other thing too, we have bought this water bowser. If you watch Scruff's Real Farmhand series, you see they transport the water to the fields in IBCs like this. And I seen Farmer Mike using this and I wanted it straight away for some series. So this pen needs to be filled with water. It's not automatic watering. Now, what's in here? We have goats in here, 50 goats that were transported up from the animal dealers. 30 at a time you can bring up. So I put 50 in for a specific reason. I really should have put about 55 in, and you'll see why in a minute. I'll explain to you. So I put this pen down, I put a few trees in to decorate and that. Now, goats are not my animal on the Triple Threat Challenge. I got flax and I got sheep, and pigs, and I picked the Berkshire pigs in my random selection when I done it using ChatGPT. Now, reason I have goats is they're a form of income. They produce milk. The same with sheep. If I put sheep in here, I could do the same thing, which I could. I couldn't sell the wool or whatever. Goats are there for another reason. After I spun and I got flax and pigs, I then asked, after done the first episode, I asked ChatGPT to spin again, including all the crops which were not in the first spin, which didn't have any fields placed. No, sorry, I'm getting that wrong. Spin again with the remaining crops, and it gave me millet. So I now have to buy the millet fields as well. So in total, I have 6 flax fields and I have 4 millet fields. There wasn't as many. I was actually hoping for more, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. What I have to do is I have to work on buying those fields only. It means I can't buy up what's around me here. If it's on the list of the 10 fields I have, well, I have one already, the 9 remaining fields, I have to buy them first. So what I'm probably going to do is alternate between a flax field and a millet field. And in all cases, whatever crop is in that field when I buy it, it has to be ploughed in. And I have to replant and go from the millet fields will have to have millet in it the first time. And then after that, it doesn't have to be millet anymore, just like the flax in the challenge. The other thing I done was I asked ChatGPT to then do me a 6-year crop rotation for those 4 fields. Now the fields are number 63, 66, 109 and 163. So I asked it to do a crop rotation including all the crops on the map, apart from like grass and that, including root crops. And just to give you an idea, for the first one it gives me year 1 millet, then potatoes, canola, millet, sugar beet, soybeans. The second field is millet, corn, sugar beet, millet, potatoes and barley. And like that, the other 2 are random as well. So I can't just choose what crop I want that I know will be very easy to deal with. And just to make it a little level of hardness in, I just want to be said because I want to stay on this map. So what I'm going to do then too with the flax field, when it's harvested the first time, I'm going to do a crop rotation on that and get it to do me a plan for the field as well, which will stick for that field, and that's it. It's just kind of, I want to stay on this map for even when the challenge is done. So I really did enjoy it when I was playing it, and I had done quite a bit before. The constructibles, I think, messed it up on me. So I literally just said, no, I'm going to come up with something that, rather than just taking what I normally do, is normally go for the handy crops kind of thing. Well, not so much handy, but I'm just looking at the numbers here. The only one that's nearest is 112, I think, out of all the ones I have, and that's it. The rest of them are all they're all further out, and that's the reason I've done that with the millet, just so that I'm not just buying up blocks of land around the farm, that I have to actually travel a little bit and do the work, and that just my way of doing it. That's all. That's all. Not saying it's not saying I'm making it harder just for the sake of it. It's just the way I want to do it, because you see, so many farmers wouldn't have all their land together anyway, and that's it. So it's just spreading it out. So with that said, we're wandering on now, just explain the bits and pieces for the last 6 minutes or so since I brought you back in. Contracts, what have we got? Probably very little. Deadwood I'm not doing. And ploughing, yeah, there's a possibility I'll do them. Oh God, we've only got wood transport. So we've nothing else at the moment. Oh, do I take on a ploughing contract again? Yeah, I could do that wood transport if I want to take the equipment as well. And I've done this when I was on the map before. It's quite nearby the delivery point. It is a handy one from that point of view. You're not driving across the map. Not that it takes that long anyway. Tell you what I'll do. What size is that field? We ploughed the last time with the older tractor. I gotta take that and do it with my own plough, and then see what comes up. We were using the older tractor the last time. It was less power, and it was tough going. So what we'll do is we'll do it with our tractor this time, and see how we get on with it. I'll just see what other contracts come up. I would like to have should change the colour that way. Although it matches the plough, it'll do for now. Not that I really need it, because this is a trailed plough, but I'll just put it on anyway. It helps the front wheels get a bit of grip. Okay, where was I going? I think it was up here. 135. Okay. Yeah, let me get on with this. Let me get some lights on here, and let me get some beacons on the tractor. There we go. Yeah, let me get up there and get started on this. I'll bring you back in at some stage when I'm working my way through it. We'll see if there's anything else come up. We could be jumping through 2, even 3 months here at the moment on this episode, because there's not going to be much to do during the winter. That's goes without saying. It's just the way it is this time of the year. And then we're going to have to get our crop in the field we've just gone past there, get our flax in. Okay, I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, the seagulls are up early. We're off and running. This field won't be too difficult. It's not that hilly, so it should be fairly easy to knock out. Yeah, and hopefully some other contracts may come up. I'd like to mix and match. I'd like to do 3 different contracts rather than just say, if I do that wood transport, I'll just do the one. I'm not going to take all the wood transport ones because they're worth the most money. I'm going to try and mix it up. Another thing I didn't say about the fields I have picked for the flax and that, and the same with the millet fields. Another thing I actually got ChatGPT to do for me was I put in the numbers of the fields I have, and I asked it to pick the next field I have to buy. Now, the next field I have to buy will be a flax field, and then a millet field. So it's given me 112 is the next flax field I have to buy, and then after that I have to buy number 66, which is the millet field. So I kind of mixing and matching it that way, rather than going for all the flax fields and the one closest to being that. So just another level. And I find using ChatGPT for ideas has brought a new interesting to Farming Simulator from the point of view of that you fall into a routine where you go onto a map and you kind of use the same equipment, do the same things, you really do to a certain extent. Uh, when you're doing, I think when you're doing a challenge anyway, you kind of know, well, I can do this and I can make money pretty good on it and that. And we're all guilty of it. Like, I mean, it's very easy to say, right, what's the quickest way to make money? And we all kind of know now at this stage we're playing the game long enough what is and what way. Now, that's without using overpowered mods or anything like that. We still know what is the quickest way. So, yeah, that it's kind of it's brought a new aspect to the game for me when I ask it to give me something more challenging. It has given me some things that I've gone, yeah, I'm not doing that. That's it. But it's given me some things that I might adopt and do them slightly different. And it suggests that I go, yeah, that's a nice option. That's a nice new option. Nice new way of doing things. And yeah, I have to say, it's kept me interested in playing the game and trying out different things. But anyway, yeah, that's the story. We'll get through this. It's decent enough. I think it's worth just selling our $5,000, so it'll bump that count up a little bit anyway. Not that we're going to be stuck for money anyway. We will get through the winter, but it's nice to make the most of the 3 contracts and get some money in. Like, you could just step through the 3 months and say, right, let's get going. But no, play it in all seasons, see what it brings. And we might have no contracts at all in January. So make hay while the sun shines. Okay, I'll get this knocked out. Really having fun using this plough, that's being honest with you. Nearly done. Good job there's no crops in the other fields. It's handy enough just down the headland. Okay, we lift it up. Make our target when we turn around. There's no trees in the way. Right time of the year. And there's no chance of doing damage in anyone else's fields. Okay, here we go. Back on. Yeah, we're getting there. We're, well, over an hour down it. Or are we? An hour. No, we started at 9 on the farm, so we came up here. So we're just on an hour. Just on an hour doing it in total, let's say. And we're on 93%. So we'll end up, well, there'll be probably 2 sides on the final headland not done. But still, missed 1 or 2 little bits. I don't even know if they're missed. I think it's just the light, because it's a bit, it's still a bit dull in the morning. Yeah, this is the one you need to be careful on because there's traffic on the road. No, we're okay. It does struggle a bit going over the top. There's poppies in that field. Were never harvested. And down you go. Back around. Here you go. Yeah, there's a little bit of a headland left. Well, we're not doing too bad. We really aren't. With this setup. I've enjoyed it and that's all that matters. I've had my fun. And I don't care. Ever looked? Any cars? No, we might get around. They just show up with great regularity. There we go. Okay, I'll knock this out. I've taken that wood contract. This is 58 trays, which means that's the one you have to do 2 runs with the truck. So it's fairly big. That's why it's. I was wondering why it was 14 grand. So that's it, the reason. Okay, let me get this wrapped up. I'm nearly forgetting to fertilise my grass field. Now, here is the problem. I don't know. I'll jump outside so I can see where I am. I don't know whether or not which one I'm keeping, if I'm keeping both or keeping one. don't really need it. So I think the thing to do would be to, I don't need two of them. This is a little bit hit and miss when you're loading up. Never. Just put one bag into. Okay. That platform still looks very big. I know we're on a bigger tractor now, but it just looks big on it. I just got to leave it here in case I need to load up another bag. And I think if I'm keeping a grass field, I think I'll make it this one out here anyway. I think this is the bigger one. And that'll provide any hay we need. Now, turn on the crop sensors. Should be on now. We are on automatic rate. Yeah. Crop sensors on. Get our lines. And let's go. Gonna go down this way first. Nothing shown on the map. Well, it is shown very slightly. Yeah, it's changing ever so slightly. That's all. Anyway, I'll get this field done. I don't think I'm going to do the other one. The next field over is going to be sown in flax. So that'll be getting its fertilisation state when we're doing the sowing. So there's no need to do anything there. What's that shadow on the ground? It's gone. Okay. I can see the colour coming into it now. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit of colour in it. Okay, I'll get this wrapped up before I go and start doing that wood transport contract. Yeah, it's time to feel the pain. I'm going to be a bit rusty doing this. I haven't done this in a while. Was a dab hand at doing it on the PlayStation. So I get me controls. What's what? Spin around. Yeah, there we go. We have that one anyway. Yeah, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Open. Down. Squeeze. Ooh. I done so much of this on the PlayStation when the game came out on Riverbend Springs. Playing it all the time. Controls are more or less, I'm using a Xbox controller. You get to here and you think you're doing great, and then all of a sudden you drop the whole lot on the ground. Here we go, back in. We clear, we're not clear. Then all I do is I open the jaws, let them fall in. You get the gist. Okay, I'm gonna work away on this. This will take a bit of time. No easy ways out. No super strength, no nothing. I actually used to love doing this. But I was a dab hand, but I really am rusty. I always go the wrong way with the button. First time. Here the truck. Around. Have a look. What am I caught in? Oh, I didn't realise it was over. Hitting the side. Right, they're not going to go in. So I need to open, extend. Down, close it up. Lift. No, we didn't get it. You can actually extend it out and push them back in. Get out past them. Like so. Sometimes it's easier to do that than it is to start trying to re-grab them when there's two. Now, this one's in. We can have it now. There you go. Open up. There you go. Right, this is going to take a bit of time because we have to load the truck twice. It's been a bit painful, but we're nearly, I don't even know if I have enough on to get, looking at what's on the ground, I probably don't. I'm wondering, have I got enough on to do it in 2 loads. There's been a few dodgy drops. I was doing well, now my confidence is gone. It looks like there's room on top for more. Reverse the truck up a little bit. I hate to be left with just 2 on the ground because I'm afraid to load it up. At least you know when you're loading them. It doesn't tell you that there should be 29 in each load. And the truck will take 29, but they kind of need to be very neatly stacked. Okay, let's get 2, I'd be happy. Stop twisting it. Down. Yeah, good. That's it. Now lift. Oh, we got 3. Bring them in closer. Now, if I get these on without these falling off, I will be so happy. I think I'm going to lose something over the side. Quick, jump down, get a strap. Stop. And now, fall truck. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Should end up back in the cab then. Oh, clear. Yeah, it did. Just. That is actually. Better get back in. There we go. No. There we go. That is actually surprised myself how well I done with that. Yeah, it's taken. Whoa, I think I've been at that for well over half an hour. So kind of, yeah, it's a bit. I used to load the truck in no time when I was doing it all the time, but like everything else, you just get a bit rusty. Any wood transports I was doing, I was usually using the telehandler and the small wood trailers. Now, do you go in this first one here? I think it is, yeah. It is. For the first time coming up here trying to find the trigger. It's up here. We did deliver. That 33 delivered? Or is it plot 33? Still saying 58. Can't be 58 trees remaining. No, because it's come up 56%. I kind of gone, don't tell me I brought them to the wrong place. Because I wouldn't be saying 56% remaining. If I had brought them to the wrong place, it'd be still going. Everything remaining. So I must have delivered more than half. So I must have got 33 in. That's what I'd like to think anyway. I surprised myself. I was fairly tight getting 29 onto this truck. I always was. Now that I look at the pile, maybe it is smaller. Do a parking a little bit further away. There's the trailer's dollied behind. Just to get the crane a little bit further away. Okay, let's unfold it. Jump in the hot seat again. And get these loaded up now. I'm looking at them and kind of thinking there's more than... I wonder if it's telling me there's 33 trees remaining. No, we're far enough, are we? No, that'll do. Yeah, push that one away. Here we go. It fell in. We should be able to lift this. Here you go. They're gonna fall. Yay! I just knew it. One at a time now. This is where it gets really slow when you drop them. Might get these two together. Shouldn't be taking 3. You're far more likely to lose your load when you're carrying 3. On the other way. We take the lazy way. Oh. Right, I'm not going to spend the whole episode just videoing this. Just recording this. I've only got one more. I'm going to take it. Considering how long it took me the last time to do the 2 trailers. I nearly opened it. Every single time I go to spin it, I always go the wrong way. Okay, I'm on the last 2. I have to say it was painful. I just went backwards. I seemed to do much better at the start, and then it was as if muscle memory just left me. I loaded the first trailers much better. This one has been awkward because it's not lined up directly behind. My main issue seemed to be that I kept opening the jaws when I was trying to straighten them up. Like that. Now, we'll get away with that. Jump out. Jump in the cab. Can we put straps on? Yeah, there we go. Are we back in the cab? We are. No, yeah, first and last time I'm doing it. And I understand the reason why I decided to start using a trailer and a loader or a telehandler with a grab on it. To load these up, it was actually much quicker than using the crane on the actual truck. Bugger off. Turning across in front of me. This one's going to do the same. No turns here, so I'm alright. Yeah, I just got to deliver this, and then that's that contract done, and I will not be taking another wood transport like this on again. Not whatever about doing one load, but doing 2 of them together. I've been at this for an hour. And regret creeped in after the first load. Well, the one when the money goes in the bank in a minute. Having said that now, it was nice to do it again for a change. It's been a while. Complete. Wood transport finished. Actually save it just in case that happens. I have to go back and do it again. And let's collect that contract. Complete and complete. So where are we up to? 56. What have we got there in the line of contracts? Cultivation, decent enough cultivation one there. Field number 13. Ploughing. Okay, I'm going to get back to the farm. There you go. I'm back already. I'll just sleep through to tomorrow. Let's make it 11 because it's so dark in the mornings. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Come on. Okay. Loan interest, property maintenance, no production costs. Did I accept that contract? I didn't know. I can't say it had gone down in price, but it hadn't. It had. I'd be tempted to do another ploughing contract, you know. But I'm not. I'm going to do this cultivation, that one there, field number 13. That's it. That's our 3 contracts for the month. And where's our John there? Oh, say, where's that cultivator? There it is. I was looking for a green one. Okay, field number 13 should be up. Yeah, up past the what you call a farm? Up past the horse farm. Okay, I'm going to get this wrapped up and then we'll see how we're doing for time on the recording overall. Because we'll still have 3 contracts to do in January. Not going to have anything else to do. If we're okay on time, I might just continue on into January and get the I have the speed cruise control turned right down. I want to lock it in the tractor, put the brakes on. Yeah, we'll see how we are when we come out of getting this done and moving forward. Probably just knock out them 3 contracts before we move forward to February. So whether we include January and February in this recording, probably will just jump through the contracts rather than featuring them, get up to where we can start doing some work again in our own farm. Last run up the field on this, the third of our contracts for December. And we've nothing else to do. We don't even need to look after our animals. They got plenty of hay and water and everything else because there's not enough of them in there and they're only young ones anyway. So, yeah, while I was doing this, I decided, right, that's it. I'm not going to move on through January and February in this episode because we're running long enough now. We're over half an hour. We're going on 40 minutes on this episode. So I'm going to call it for episode number 6 now. We're going to be finishing up December. And what is the weather going to bring us anyway? We're going to get snow. Yeah, we are. January. Okay, and February. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get snow. Crop calendar. Next available. In February, we can do cotton, field grass. Neither of them will be going in, so that's kind of it. And this field's finished. Even though there was still a run to do. Don't look at that sign on the ground over there. Sorry, seagulls. Here. I'm going to say, we'll do the last bit on the way down, but we won't bother. We'll actually collect the money to see what our balance is. So, contract complete, 3,510. So, we're up to just under 60,000. And that is it. Moving forward, we're grand. We don't have an awful lot of interest or any expenses to come out. Production costs, no. Just a couple of property charges, that's all. Literally buttons. So, we're okay. We're covered off. Do I buy any more goats? No, I don't. I'm going to let them reproduce another 50, then another 50. And then by the time that is, I'm sure there'll be 2 lots of goats coming in together. So that'll put us over 250, which will complete that task I made for myself to have 214 goats as a side option to already having our 250 pigs. And he's overtaken me on the right side because I'm on the wrong side. So that's it. We're done. Episode number 6 in the bag. This is our turn. Back up to the farm. It is, yeah, got it right. On Wola Zabierzowska. Done dusted in the bag. You've seen the updates anyway. I went through everything we're doing, all the extra bits and that. There's nothing else getting added to that at the moment anyway. We've enough to be going on with. And I'm just going to wash up my tractors, wash up my equipment, put it all away and move forward then into the deep dark winter. And it does be very, very dark here. The days don't last very long on this map. It'll be the exact same as it was in Sebacovo. So knock off the lights, knock off the beacons. And that's it. Thanks a million for joining me for this episode. If you're still here, you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And please feel free to leave a comment and come back and join me for episode number 7 and to see what we'll get up to. We're more than likely move through January and February pretty quick, so we'll be starting to put some seeds in the ground in March on our own land. Okay? And I will talk to you in the next episode. All that's left for me to do, as for years, is to say goodbye for now until the next time. Bye-bye.